Hi everyone, welcome back into Energy Upgrade. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're here for the first time, this channel is all about Chi, life force energy, and using ancient and modern ways to align, attune, refine, and amplify your energy to your best energetic levels so that you can move forward with confidence, navigating this life, and also creating beauty in your environments, beauty within yourself, mind, body, and spaces. So welcome to Energy Upgrade. Make sure that you hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you can receive more energy upgrades and also Feng Shui tips. That is a part of the entire method, and I'm excited to share with you today because we're going to kick it off with a great I Ching reading that ties in beautifully with those that we've been discovering earlier in this month. And then we're going to get into some connection using our quantum entanglement, our quantum theory software to relieve and reduce stress within our aura fields. And while we're doing that, we're going to talk through some practical Feng Shui tips that you can do right away and to help you feel and carry through this energy that we receive today. So I'm Lisa Albin. I'm a certified Feng Shui professional. I own Cloud9 Feng Shui Consultancy, and I'm a co-owner of the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui, where I train others to join me in this lovely practice of Feng Shui and also to join me in the field as a certified Feng Shui professional. I'm also a proud member of the International Feng Shui Guild. Check out all my links in the description if you're interested in any of these wonderful organizations. And without further ado, let's get started. Move my little picture out of the way here. So I've already gone and consulted my I Ching, and I asked, please tell me what is the energy surrounding the fourth full week of 2021 for those who are seeking an energy upgrade, and thank you. So it resulted in number 12 hexagram, which resulted in a changing hexagram, number 31 Xian. These are the hexagrams of standstill and influence, and some speak to influence as attraction. So this is very interesting. You know, throughout the month of January, we've been talking about that community and looking at your gifts that you have and looking for your people, finding ways to help support your community. And then ideas, looking for people who are aligned in your goals and that have expertise that can help you towards your ideas, not necessarily acting upon them yet. But this idea that you have is so important and it will be successful. You're just lining up the foundations, sticking true to who you are, your virtues. And here we get into standstill, and it makes you think, I'm questioning my idea that I've had, and it's been an energy of no communication. When we're looking at standstill, the hexagram, we notice that it's a stack of 2 trigrams, and what we see there is a pulling away from receptivity. The creativity is pulling away, so that's where we get the inclination that there's no communication, and this has you feeling on edge. There is still opportunity, so maintain a sense of purpose and do not doubt within the stillness. Evaluate how you came into your current situation, and also take a look at your original motives. Do you feel any shame in those motives? Have you made self-improvement since starting out? And don't make any promises at this time. Stick to your inner values with confidence that this will pass. We hear it all the time, we know it, but it's hard to live it, especially if you're type A, especially if you're a manifesting generator and you like to work. Well, this is the time of standstill, and we learn through the I Ching to honor the patterns that we see in nature, and that will help us move forward in our lives with grace. Is this idea something that's going to happen right away? You're wondering, when can I take action? Well, I assure you that you will soon be moving into an energy. We, all of our energy upgrade receivers, are going to be moving into an energy of influence or attraction. Is there a person, a situation, or a power that you desire? And you're going to transition into a power position very soon. The laws of attraction are at work. And we talk about that a lot here with energy upgrade and making sure that you have your energy, your aura field, your chi, your life force energy vibrating at the same frequency of those desires that you have, and they will flow to you with ease. Free yourself of motives and prejudice and allow your desires to transform you. Transform you. So your desires will transform you. Think about that a bit. Examine how obtaining your goal will really benefit you and really live it experience. Just give it some thought. How will obtaining your goal benefit you? And examine this desire. If it's a person who is in their circle, and if it's a situation, what other things would orbit around this situation, so you can really get to know this desire, this goal that you have. And without further ado, I'm going to get started on our quantum connection. I've gone ahead and entered in your names into my name box. I'm going to optimize our connection. Let it get started. And I'm going to improve our values. So this is a really wonderful stress relieving software that I've received from Qigong masters. Several Qigong masters and other masters and energy healers have imbued the software with their intentions. And this is something that's not, great values here. We smooth over any resistance. I'm just going to go ahead and hit this wonder click here. That is going to use its intuitive discernment based on all of the knowledge, intuition, and intentions that's been imbued into the software and programmed into the software. The software is assessing our aura fields through the back channels of EMF using our intention. So with your intention to energy upgrade, you are now receiving the perfect energy for you, which is amazing. I think this is something that everyone should experience. I'm so happy that you're here. And while you're here, I'm also going to clear anything lingering in your aura field so that you can have optimal energy at your best level. We're going to be removing some things from your aura field, such as the negative document the negative behavior of the boss. That's a terrible thing. That's going to be removed. And then tunnel vision syndrome. And while that's funneling through our aura fields, I'm going to take you back to the situation of this week, the standstill moving to influence. And we're going to talk about some practical Feng Shui tips. I don't know why I'm having problems with practical today. Maybe I'm not feeling very practical. I am going to talk through some takeaways from this I Ching divination session and talk about things that we can do with this energy. I mentioned a little bit earlier, I don't know very much about the lunar energies other than my people that I connect with. I know a lot about it. And I know this full moon that we recently had held a lot of energy around clearing all the things that no longer serve us. And I thought, wow, that lines up so much with this I Ching reading too. And this can be in terms of physical clutter, but it can also be in terms of relationships that no longer serve us, and really protecting and guarding our chi and our energy, because we do feel this greater calling. We have this idea that we've been talking about, and we're building our community, our supporters towards a common goal, and aligning yourself with people that are holding you back or naysayers or poking holes in your positivity, maybe you need to take a break from them. And that's really hard to do. But when you do that, you're making room for good energy. We talk about that a lot in Feng Shui with decluttering. It's very important. Make sure that a great tip that I love to give and I use myself is we become, I want to say, like we're nose blind to our environment. And it is, you know, sometimes I don't even notice until I hook up my video for a Zoom call that there's something I didn't notice that with my naked eyes. So get your camera out, take photos of your environment, and then look at it. I like to look at it in my computer. You can look at it in your phone. And then you can see things that need to be decluttered that you couldn't see right in front of your face because it's your own house. It's an invaluable tip in my opinion because it helps you to remove some of that ego that gets in the way. And you'll notice things that need to be repaired, things that you just have piling up that you don't know why they're there, or especially paper. That happens to me a lot. So take this time to declutter and get rid of things that no longer serve you. Have a moment with it, if you will, or maybe even just put it in a box. Come back to it next week, but start moving it out of the house. It's easy. Once you make the room for positivity, you'll start seeing new opportunities flow in so fast. And this aligns very much with what's been going on in terms of all that I'm hearing with the moon energy too. And evaluate how you're showing up in your relationships. Are there any negative aspects to consider? Do a good space clearing. Do a good clearing of your own energy. And ways that you can do this are using sage or palo santo. And with your intention, clear and say goodbye to all negative energy. If you don't want to, smoke up your house with any herbs or incense, you can also use essential oil spray. And just put, there's a video on my YouTube channel from last year. Real simple, just put some alcohol, vodka, or rubbing alcohol with some distilled water and some essential oils and spray with your intention to clear. And it makes a world of difference in energy such as this week. Back on our systems. And we're counting down. Perfect. So there's going to be so much more to share with you about this software, stress reducing software, and the power that it holds. It really amplifies and magnifies work that I do. My ancient principles, Feng Shui techniques are very powerful, of course, but this always gives me gems to insert and to consider, to move past the scratch and the groove and allow the music of your life to continue. Forgive. Okay, how much does that resonate with any of you? It's going to mean something different to all of us, but this is what the intuitive discernment software has pulled from our aura fields that will help to get us to our right energetic level. Write this down, to move past the scratch, in the groove, and allow the music of your life to continue. Forgive. Wow, so that even aligns with our I Ching reading in a way that we're talking about moving past this stillness period that we're in. Maybe we need to evaluate some relationships and do some forgiving. And these are random messages that are generated. I'll try to do once more while I'm wrapping it up. So going back to our I Ching reading and our Feng Shui tips. If you're finding this interesting at all, if this is resonating with you, well, first, share your experience with me in the comments if it's resonating with you. Have you had this experience with your ideas and stillness in this energy? And are you looking forward to attraction and influence? And make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to stay informed and receive more energy upgrades. Before we leave, I want to do a little homework assignment with you. Lay your tic-tac-toe board of a Bagua map on top of your floor plan. You can email me if you have questions and you need a Bagua map at lisa@cloud9fengshui.com, or check out the links, and you can reach me that way too. You're going to apply your Bagua map, which is divided in 3 by 3 into 9 sections, on top of your floor plan. And I want you to look at the middle, so the back row of thirds, 1, 2, 3, the middle section of the back of your house. That is fame, and that is ruled by fire energy. And fame, okay, famous, it does work with that type of energy, but it also affects how the world sees us. And I want you to take a look at this area, and that area of my home is a fireplace. So I have great placement of fire energy there, especially if I'm burning a fire. But we want to do things that build on this fire energy, not so that it's out of control. We want it harmonious. Have just the right amount of fire energy to ensure that you're presenting yourself as you wish to all those that you meet in those communities that we're talking about, and as you're making shifts in relationships. Very important. Fire, we're talking about the 5 elements of nature. Fire is stoked by wood, so without adding more fire, you could add some wood to this area to stoke that flame. And if you don't have wood, you can add other representations of fire: candles, flame. You could add flame colors, triangles, pyramids, any artwork that depicts any of those things symbolically. Replace it with your intention. Your well-intentioned based on this week's reading, that you have this idea and you know your best self and you want to align with that best self energy, and that's how you want to portray to the world. And that being said, when we do something with intention, really deeply visualize, I like to repeat my mantras and affirmations 9 times. The number 9 is a very auspicious number, and it means completion. And doing your visualization and repeating 9 times using your voice, your mantra or your affirmation, and then using a mudra. You might have a favorite mudra that you use in yoga. I simply like to use prayer hands because it helps me to count how many times I'm saying my mantra by pressing on my fingers. So do that. Place something with intention to activate your flame energy, your inner flame energy, and how you want to be presented to the world, and keep in mind your best self and this idea that you have cooking. And I can't wait to see it. I think you're going to knock my socks off when I see it. And if you like what you've been receiving today, if this is resonating with you in the story of your life, please come back and visit me at Energy Upgrade. I do several videos a week. I'm building up this channel, and I love the energy that I'm receiving in return. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you check out the links in my profile to learn more about me, Cloud9 Feng Shui, and also the International Feng Shui Guild, a wonderful organization. All practitioners of Feng Shui are welcome and honored there. And it's an inclusive group. We have great ideas, a lot of fun, and we're very passionate about what we do. Be sure to reach out to me if you have any questions, and if you want your own energy upgrade consultation with me, I do them for individuals and groups, and we really deep dive. This is just a surface, a teaser for you, but if you want to deep dive and have a little more conversation with me and work on your space and energy, your chi, reach out to me and we can schedule. So here's another words of wisdom to leave us with today. Now we are expected to be as wise as men who have had generations of all the help there is, and we scarcely anything. now we are expected to be as wise as men who have had generations of all the help there is, and we scarcely anything. Is that bringing up anything? And whatever that is bringing up in you, honor it, recognize it, think of it in relation to what we've been discussing with the hexagram and this idea. Think about it in relation to your idea and the standstill and the frustration you might be feeling, the doubt you might be feeling, and then the attraction and influence we have to look forward to, and that community that we're hoping to build to support us. A very powerful message. I'm going to let this run for us as long as it needs to, as many sessions as it needs to make sure that you continue. And it looks like it's going to go quite a few sessions for you, receiving all of these wonderful benefits. And so can't wait to hear from you and have you come back and visit next time for another energy upgrade. I'm Lisa. It's been a pleasure. Many blessings times 9.